This is a boost related code. It can mean not enough boost, too much boost. Typically, it's not enough boost. Now, when you get it after being tuned, a lot of people's immediate reaction is to blame the tune, like, oh crap, you did something wrong, now it's setting this code. No, not necessarily. So what's actually happening is that from the factory, these do not put. Oh. Sorry, I'm in a storm here. So anyway, I fought in hours, and they finally believed me into it. And when they looked into it, basically, every time you started the truck, it would get it. This one was bad. Like literally, boom, fired the truck up, $299. Cleared it out, fired the truck up, $299. Flashed the stock file back on it, fired the truck up, $299. So, like, what the hell's going on here? Finally, they look into it, and here's what they find. They find a big, huge crack underneath the intake manifold that is something that the regular person isn't going to be able to find. It's fucking raining here, sorry. So what ended up finding it was we were at the shop, and I called a kid over that worked for Chrysler, that worked on a lot of ecodiesels when he worked at Chrysler. And I had him listen to it, we revved it up, and he could actually hear the boost leak underneath the hood. So the shop finally found the leak, they fixed it, the $299 went away, just like that, boom, and gone. Now, what I think I was trying to mention that I completely overlooked here a minute ago was that the $299 means that it's not seeing the amount of requested boost, meaning you're requesting, let's say you're requesting 10 psi, it's not seeing 10 psi, it's seeing 5 psi or 4 psi, which sets the code, puts the truck in limp mode, which completely sucks because once it does that, the truck is basically, I don't want to say inoperable, but it drives slow as crap, and it ends up being worse than stock. So when it comes to that, the first thing you want to do is you want to pull your map sensor and you want to check to make sure your map sensor is clean. The second thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that the O-ring is not damaged on the map sensor and isn't too flat, because you can lose a shitload of boost right there. The next part that you want to check is you want to check the plastic up pipe from the turbo that goes down to the silencer, and then from there you follow it and check the connections from there to the intercooler. You go to the other side of the intercooler and you check it from there to the throttle body. You want to check it everywhere. There's a possibility that your delete plate, it could be loose as well. Anything that could let boost out, you want to check. Now, what we have developed, and we're going to start probably putting it on every computer as it leaves, is we have a fix for the computers that actually removes the limp mode and everything from that P0299. But if I remember correctly, what it does is it still triggers the red lightning bolt, but doesn't put you in limp mode and doesn't throw a check engine light. So the vehicle is still 100% drivable, but if you actually have a boost leak, you are going to get the red lightning bolt, and you're going to have to find the boost leak and fix it. There is a boost leak. It is not in the tune itself. It is actually in the truck. And then you say, yeah, you're putting out too much boost, that's what's causing the leak. Yeah, sure, go ahead, you could say that. But the whole point is that these turbos can safely take 30 psi of boost. I think a majority of my tunes, you're only running 22 to 24 psi, and we're opening up the weak points, and what we're doing is we're finding hairline fractures, all kinds of stuff. I had one customer, like I said, cracked intake manifold. Another customer, cracked up pipe. I had a customer take it to a shop. He had a shop check it, and they did the smoke test on it, and couldn't find nothing. Well, ended up being that his map sensor was letting boost pass it. So it's amazing at how simple of a problem could cause something like that. So like I said, I like to tell everybody, like, it's definitely something you want to look into. It's absolutely 100% not the tune itself, but we have developed coding that removes it from the tune, so that way the vehicle remains functional, but by doing that, you know, it allows customers to drive the vehicle when they have a small problem like that, but you have to be very aware of how your vehicle is. You know, if your fuel mileage is weird, if the power seems off, any problems like that happen, you need to start checking your connections. With that being said, we tell everyone, upgrade everything. I'm putting the CFT intercooler on my truck, all of the clamps, everything's gonna be upgraded. There's no chances of anything leaking. You know, pull your delete plate off, RTV it, put it back on, do something, do things to seal those areas, because these vehicles are very finicky, and the more boost you push, the more chances you have of leaking somewhere. So I just hope that this video helps people. But like I said, anytime somebody has this problem, we give them this line of code that basically fixes that. It makes it vehicle drivable, but like I said, it still has the limp mode attached. Sorry, it doesn't have the limp mode attached to it, but it's still, the thing is it's a real problem. You know, you actually have an issue, you need to look into it. So I guess just that's my information for tonight. I just flashed a new file on to see if we can make some more adjustments to the air fuel ratio on the truck tonight, so I'm going to take care of that. I shipped out 5 computers today, or not 5 computers, 5 handhelds, and I'm about to go ship out a computer to a customer right now. You know, if anyone needs anything, just let me know. We're a little bit behind on the computers, so I apologize for that. You know, we've been buying them from yards, and then they call me up after a couple days, oh, sorry, we couldn't find it. So, but we're doing our best. And anyone who has a computer order right now, like a computer, we are overnighting them or doing the fastest shipping our post office will do to you to get you your computers. So have a good night.